Good morning and welcome to day 19 of my 21-day challenge, planning for your best new year ever. I am so glad you're here. This is such a powerful day in living well and living our best life. Today, we are going to look at our relationships. We're going to start with our relationship with ourselves, and we're going to move to our relationship with others. To have a healthy relationship with yourself, you need to know who you truly are at your very core. Now, that might seem like kind of a funny thought, like, well, of course I know who I am, but we can get lost and have things put on us, and we kind of lose track of who we really are. You are fearfully and wonderfully made. You are made for such a time as this. You are not an accident. You are enough. At this point, I could go on and on and on. You get it, right? So, we are going to spend some time today really reflecting on who we truly are. We worked on this a bit earlier in the challenge, but now today I want you to get more specific. I want you to think of your personal characteristics, things that you love, places you'd love to go, people you love, things you would love to do even if you weren't paid to do it, things you care about, missions, ways you can serve, areas, what's on your heart. If you had $1 million, who would you give it to? Okay, if you had to give half of it away, who would you give it to? How would you serve that? Hobbies, travel goals, all of these things. Think about all the areas, your dreams, everything. Okay. Get super clear on who your real self is. Now, make sure that the world is not involved at all in this. Their opinion does not play a part in who you really are. You know the real you, and that is what we're finding here. Some of you might be like me. I had gotten so wrapped up in my roles and the busyness of being a wife and a mother and being involved in their activities and homeschooling and church and youth group and doing all these things that I had completely neglected myself and who I was and self-care. I put myself on the back burner and that it never got up. Okay, it's like the top 10 list. I never arrived on that list. Okay, it was always for other people. That left me burnt out, drained, and completely lost. I sat doing this activity and I had a blank screen in front of me, and it's like, wow, how does this happen? And it happens. It goes way back to childhood. So this is really crucial to your health, and it's very exciting, and it does change because we are always growing. So this is an exciting journey to get reacquainted with your true self. It's waiting for you, and you will be so glad for doing this. It will take some sessions of journaling and meditation. That's primarily how I did this. I just started writing. It isn't the type of journal necessarily that you keep, although I did start a journal. I believe I showed you that earlier in this challenge, Journey to Me. And I wrote things in there that I discovered about myself along the way. And I've been writing in there for a long time. And occasionally when I come up with something new, I add it to that list, to that journal. Number 2, once you know who you are, you also know who you are not. So from our early years on, we can pick up ideas of who we are that are not true. We pick them up from people that might say something about us or say something over us, and we just kind of, oh, I didn't know that, and it doesn't necessarily always feel very good. Sometimes it does, and sometimes it doesn't. We pick things up from social pressures. We pick misinformation about ourselves up from poor choices that we made or choices that we made that we now regret making. Okay? Those are in our past. We are no longer that person. If we went back in time, oh boy, the things that I would do differently, massive, big decisions, life-changing decisions that I would change in a heartbeat. Okay? But I am here today. I can identify those things and I can forgive myself or others for those things, I put the truth to it and I release those, and they're gone. They're no longer part of me. They no longer identify me or affirm who I am. So we are also not who we're going to be tomorrow. So it's a process of development and growth. And we will continue to do this our entire life. And we're always kind of moving like one way or another or plateauing. As we grow in our self-development and practice self-care, we're going to find that we are very delighted to be in our own company. And that's a really good place to be. Number 3, be you. Live authentically to who you are, regardless of others around you. If you are a people pleaser, like I was, not anymore. People pleasers are doing it to get affirmation from others, to please others, sometimes just to keep peace. But when you shift from that and start living in your true, authentic self, some of your relationships will change. Some people have been very dependent on you living in a certain way and behaving in a certain way with them, and they will like do this, and you'll see it and you'll feel it, and it's okay. All right, you will be stronger, and actually they will be stronger too, because they will live more free and evaluate themselves more, and maybe just learn things about themselves. You are not trapped in who you once were. Forgiving the past and releasing those old habits and choices is so healthy, good, and necessary to move you into living your best life ever. So the old is gone and you are a new creation. Today is the first day of the rest of your life. I had that written up, calligraphy. Actually, my mom was into calligraphy, and she wrote that up in beautiful calligraphy for me, and it is still on my door at my childhood house. And I read that every morning in high school, and it was so healthy. Today is the first day of the rest of your life. Don't live in the past. Live today, be present, and be authentically you. All right, being comfortable with who you are will also impact all of your relationships in a very healthy way. So start practicing being who you are. Cultivating deep, intentional relationships with others is important for your health and for your wellness. They say that we are the average of the 5 people that we spend the most time with. So we're gonna evaluate this today, and it's really insightful, and it really sometimes I know I can feel alone sometimes and feel like, gosh, I don't have any friends. And when I redid this activity yesterday, and it was like, oh my word, I am so blessed with so many rich friendships that this is just a really good activity. Really good. Some people will surprise you who get on this list. Okay, let's get into it now so you know what I'm talking about. Okay, the first step, take your notebook out or a piece of paper, and I want you to draw a circle in the middle, and we will be drawing 2 more outer circles. But this inner circle, these are your top 3 to 5 friends. These are the people that know you the best, that you trust the most, that you can share things with, and you know that they're going to respect you and encourage you and support you in your life. Now, the circle, it can fluctuate. Like there are times that people get more distant, or that things happen in relationships, and we're always growing and forgiving each other and moving on. But, it has some fluctuation. So I want you to ask you the questions. After you have these people written down, I want you to ask yourself these questions. Look at each name that you put in your inner circle. Are they positive? Are they motivated? Are they excited about life? Do they have dreams? Do they have goals? And are they excited about your dreams and goals? Do they support your goals and your visions and your ideas and your thoughts? Surround yourself with people that are positive, that support you, and that give you that positive energy to moving ahead with great courage, tenacity, and excitement into your future. Sometimes I write their names down in pencil because I know that they might kind of pop in and out. It is okay to add a person in there that you don't know. Someone that you just think, I would love this person to be in my inner circle. I would love to hear their feedback on on my dreams and goals, okay? And it's fine to kind of have that dream person in there, and you never know. You might be able to connect with that person at one time. And they might surprise you. You might go, oh, they're not meant for my circle, or oh boy, have they enriched my life. So try to add at least one dream person into that circle. Okay, now we're going to draw one more circle around that circle. That is for the people, kind of like your crew, okay? Those are the people that you work with, the people that are in your social groups, your sporting groups, your clubs, your activities, your work, your church. Those are all of those people that you see them often, but they're not those inner circle friends. They're usually based on activities or clubs that you end up at, okay? Or maybe even hobbies that you enjoy. Now we're going to have one more outer circle. This is for your acquaintances. These are like the social media friends, high school friends, friends' friends. These are acquaintances. And they add a dimension to your life. So you're going to put in the ones that you value as acquaintances, okay? Obviously not everybody. You'd be writing for a long time. People, as I said, they fluctuate in and out, and people can come from an acquaintance and then, wow, we're doing these things together, and they can actually move into your inner circle. So that is interesting. Now, step 2 for others, for relationships with others. I want you to make a plan for investing intentional time with your inner circle people on a regular, at least weekly basis. If you live close, you can get together. You can have them over for coffee or wine or whatever you like to drink. You can connect on social media. You can do a FaceTime or a Zoom call if it's a little bit bigger group. Or you can even meet up, like go on vacation together or meet up for a retreat somewhere in the middle. But spend intentional time cultivating those relationships, asking them about their dreams and goals, and encouraging them, and not like evaluating them, but just affirming those and asking those why questions. Wow, what are you thinking? Not like why would you want to do that, but wow, why in your heart is that so important to you? That's so interesting to me. And that helps us evaluate deeper. We need to ask ourselves those questions too. And at times, like I know when I went through my inner circle, I realized that my most inner circle person is actually God. And he is who I'm the most close with. So I added him and I put a circle around him because he is like my absolute best that I share all my dreams and goals with and affirm them and get them validated and check them out. So be grateful for and enjoy becoming better acquainted with yourself and learning more about relationships with other people. So do these action steps. They will enrich your life so much. And we're going to talk about another aspect of relationships tomorrow in day 20. So for more tips like this, Living Fully Alive, watch my YouTube channel, which is my first and last name, Judy Haugen, and join my Facebook group if you're not already in here, which is Living Fully Alive with Judy. And I'm going to be sharing lots more. We are just barely scratching the surface on these days, but I wanted to just get you started, and I think they're highly valuable to your life and living the best version of you, which will help you live your best new year ever. Whenever you start this, if you start this in February, that's awesome. All of these will be added up on my YouTube channel. In fact, they are the start of my YouTube channel. So I'm excited to just be at the beginnings of all that I have for you. So I look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Bye-bye.